Hello everyone, I'm Candace with Emotion Coaching and Dance, and this is ADD Like Me, where I'm giving tips and tools for fellow ADDers. Okay, so I want to talk about perfectionism. I am a perfectionist, and if I found out anything in this process of life, it is that perfectionism is the enemy of progress. It keeps you stuck more than anything else. Now, I can definitely empathize and definitely sympathize with people who are creative and they want to put out quality work. And then they'll look at it, they'll make a video, or they'll start painting, or they'll write a paragraph, and then they hate it, and then they stop, and then they pull it all apart, and then they start over. It's just like we need to learn that good enough is good enough. If it gets the job done, if it's clear enough, if it's concise enough, then that is enough. We don't have to keep going over it again and then stopping and starting. And, you need to accept that there's no such thing as perfection in this realm of existence. Even what would look like perfect right angles are really kind of off by fractions of degrees. So your work is never going to be 100%. And I've been really getting into Brene Brown's work, The Gifts of Imperfection and Daring Greatly. And her work has really transformed the way I look at a lot of different things. But one of the things that really stands out to me is that she was talking about how when she writes or when she's listening to one of her talks, that she'll wince. There's certain parts where she's like, oh, I could have said that differently, or I could have written that differently. And that really got me to think. It is so normal to look at your work and kind of wince at certain spots and kind of be like, oh, I don't like that. I wish I would have kind of done that differently. But if you have to stop and start all over again, you're never going to be happy with it. A little story. I was working with a friend recently, and I was shooting the videos for his landscape company. And I was so impatient and frustrated. I do not like producing videos. Just want to put that out there. And I was shooting the video, and we would go through a section, and very rarely would I be like, okay, just start over and try again. It was like, hey, if you've covered all your main points, you've gotten it out, good enough is good enough. Because you are not a TV personality. I don't have the time and the energy or the patience to deal with this, so let's just get this done. And we put up his first video, and to be honest, love the guy, but it was pretty bad. But you know what? We put up the video on Facebook, and he got all kinds of business from that video. So keep that in mind when you're working on things. Is it good enough? Did you generally cover the points that you wanted to? And remember, it's normal to wince when you look back at your work. Totally normal. I would love to hear some of the things that you've used to overcome your perfectionism. Please post them in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you.